everyone, welcome to my channel. It's BU, and my name is Kelly. And today is going to be the very first session that I'm going to channel. And she goes by JamiSo'mar is her name. Basically, she's a collective of lots of consciousness coming into one. So it's actually a group of them, but it's more, she's going to be more based on like female side that's going to come through. And if you're not used to what channeling is, if you never heard of it, you can always check out Lee Harris is a good channeler. He channels the Z's. And then also, I do believe Diane Cooper channels unicorns and whatnot. But yeah, so that's what today's video is going to be about. So one person I want to introduce to you is my cool little new dragon friend, and I'll roll out of the way. And his name, if you can see him back there, his name is Saint Siren. We found him basically going with the flow at a pottery little pop-up shop Saturday. So he's an incense burner, and he's doing green tea for peace and just relaxation. So I have no clue like what she's going to talk about or anything like that. What's going to happen is Chelsea's going to play the singing bowl, and then I'm going to just kind of let her channel through, and then she'll take over and we'll go from there. Very refreshing. She failed to mention that crystal singing bowl that she's playing in there is all about opening up your heart. And what I'm here, why I am presenting myself as channeling through Kelly, is because at this time, what we need is to go into our hearts and go from the unconditional love of every being. So if you want to take a moment and kind of close your eyes and go into your heart. Now, some of you will be like, well, that's really easy to do. And some people will find it very challenging to just kind of go right into your actual heart, your higher heart, your soul heart, and you just sit with that kind of love. I actually channeled through her one last time, I do believe last week. But again, time is not actually real, so we do not keep track of days, hours, stuff like that. I'm coming to her as a female because basically it's kind of what's needed not only to help her, but also help anyone and everyone that I'm going to be working with. So, what is going on in today's world? Well, everyone seems to be focusing on a lot of not having, and a lot of bad. It seems like the bad things are the things that everyone focuses on, and not necessarily going with the flow. How many of you can say, oh, I go with the flow every day? Not many. And that's okay. Because we're not here to judge. We're here to help. We're here to bring forth your soul heart and allow your soul to come out and for you to be okay with who you truly are on every level. Every level. We lead with unconditional love. What that means, unconditional, is that there is no conditions. There is no, I will love you if you do this. Or I'll love myself when I make enough money. Or I'll love my boyfriend when he proposes to me. These are all conditioned love. And most of you are used to conditional love. So when I'm talking unconditional, you got to really reach inside you and allow the soul to come out so that you can feel this love that is all around you and in you. Not let me find someone and then I will feel loved because I need to be loved by someone else. It starts with you. So let me repeat that. Love starts within you. You need to go inside yourself and love yourself right where you are at this very moment. So, a lot of things that come up, which is, oh, I'll love myself when I lose weight. If you cannot love yourself for who you are right now, how can you love someone else? You can condition love someone else as you conditionally love yourself. But when we're talking unconditional, you have to unconditional love yourself first. And then watch how the world changes. Now the kicker here, which is so funny because there's so much light coming in through the windows right now. Thanks, angels. The kicker here is, where do you start? Well, here's a good one. Can you look at yourself in the mirror? Can you look yourself in a mirror and say, I love you? Can you look into your eyes and say, I love you? And if you can you at least say, I like you? I will grow to love you? Whew. And as you repeat all these affirmations that are positive, you're going to start feeling your body, as I just said, that I loved this body. I love myself. And Kelly's body is feeling that because literally Kelly is saying that to herself, is like, I love myself exactly where I'm at. Unconditional love is loving you right here, right now, in this moment. In the moment. That's what life is supposed to be about. Having fun, going with the flow. The whole story about the dragon back there is a story that would not have happened, perhaps, if they timed everything. If they decided, hey, let's plan our whole day. Because as humans, that's what you guys do, is plan and plan and plan and plan. And we ask, when do you live? Do you ever get everything done on your to-do list? Most of the time, no, because that's the purpose. That's why you write them, is so that you can never get it done. And you're not supposed to. But how many of you beat yourself up going, oh, I should have done more. I should have got this done. I should have cleaned the house. I should have spent more time with my kids. And all that. If you just start saying, and this is a good exercise. So if you guys want to do this, I invite you to sit here and say about 5 things you should have did today. And I want you to close your eyes and feel how your body resists those words. Feel how your body feels let down when you say it. So I'm going to close the eyes here and I'm going to just say some things that humans say, and I'm going to just let her feel what the body does. I should have spent more time on my hair. It looks like a mess. I should not have spent that money that I spent yesterday. I should have put it towards something bigger, something more important, like paying a bill off. I need to lose about 80 pounds and then I will feel really good in this body. And see how that one kind of like, it kind of just jerked a little bit. There's strong emotions coming from that one. So it's just showing resistance. 2 more. I should get up earlier. That way I'm not rushed to get to work on time. I should be playing with more of my tarot decks because I have so many. Yeah. Okay. So, if you guys haven't noticed, the eyes are a little teary-eyed because some of those really hit where she got to feel what the body was actually presenting with those words that she's saying. And one of it was directly at the body. So, of course, your body, it is a part of you. So it's going to feel that as well. And it's just going to make it even larger. So the pain and the hatred towards yourself enlarges when you are literally talking about your physical bodies, because these bodies are amazing and they're lovely, and not everyone's supposed to be a size 0. No, no, we have to have difference. Like, no one wants to be the same. If everybody was born the same, this would be very boring experience for sure. You didn't come here to be the same. You came here to be unique. You came here not to fit in, but to be you and to figure out your soul path and what that really is. And every soul has a different path. And then some souls have the same path of other souls. That's why they become friends. That's why, and we can go on and on and on, but we will not. So, we just gave five things that we focused on. And we wanted to feel the body. So now we're going to shift that. And now we're going to complement the body and anything else with 5 things, just so you can feel what your body's doing and how it shifts your emotional level throughout your whole body. So we're going to let Kelly do 5 things, 5 positive affirmations. I don't really look like this. This is an illusion. So therefore, I am the ideal weight. Money is everywhere. Abundance is everywhere. All I have to do is believe it, and there it is. I have never went without. I love my curly hair. I like it, and I like the shade of brown that it is. I love my big, beautiful brown eyes. It just makes me smile when I look into my eyes. And I used not to be able to do that years ago. I think that's 5. Maybe not. I'll do another. Life loves me. And I have so many friends. Not only physical friends, but the beings that you cannot see. The angels, the guides, star beings, dragons, unicorns. All of them are always around me, loving me, sending me unconditional love, even when I forget what it means. Yes. See? And the whole body just felt that. Now, that, of course, was everyone hugging the unicorns, dragons. They were giving a big hug, like, you're welcome. That's why they're here. They're here to help you. There's reasons why you should talk to them every day if you need to. There is no person that cannot talk to any being that they choose to. Not a single one. Because where we come from, the consciousness, that's where you come from. So we're not here being like, follow us, pay attention to us. What we're saying is we are you, you are us, you're just in a physical body, and we are not. So we're channeling through a physical body to give the message of unconditional love. Now, one thing that I talked about was negativity. How many of you guys go to work and you're instantly talking negative about your job right when you get there? Or about the customers that you deal with, or the customers that you will be dealing with because this day has not started yet, but you have 15 minutes that you can sit there and talk about customers and how your day is going to be. So if you guys heard of Abraham, that's the one she forgot about, Abraham Hicks, he talks about how law of attraction is. What you focus on, you get more of. So if you're someone who's struggling and hates their job, how many days do you say negative things about your job? How many times a day? Take one day and just keep awareness of how many negative comments that you make. Sorry, nose itching. So that's big. Because if you go, why am I stuck in this dead-end job? What are you putting out in your universe? Maybe you don't believe that you deserve a better job than where you're at. So therefore, you cannot move past that. You are stuck because you feel stuck. You're never stuck. No one is ever stuck. But if you feel stuck, by golly, law of attraction, it's going to give you more of you being stuck. Oh, it's okay. I'll get a new job when I pay off my car. And then all of a sudden your car breaks down. Well, I'll get a new job once my car repair is fixed and I get a new car. Okay, then something else goes wrong with the car. And then you go, why? Why is this happening to me? Like, oh, I'm not a bad person. Which is funny because most of you guys say, I'm not a bad person. This should only happen to bad people. What does that mean? Because that to us, like, you're not a bad person. No one technically is a bad person. They're all doing their path, their soul path. Some of the soul path, they are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. So, back to the job, because jobs are huge, right? I can't move forward until I get a better job. Now listen to that statement as I repeat it. I cannot quit this job that I'm in until I get a new one. That feels like you're stuck. That feels to us that you are very stuck. And we're not laughing at you. We're smiling and we're laughing going, you're only as stuck as what you feel. Could you quit your job today and get a new one as fast as tomorrow? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You have to have a very high vibrational level that you truly believe that you can get a job tomorrow, and then it will happen. With the flow, see how many things just line up to you. So then you would ask, why, when I go a day in the flow, does it feel so amazing? And like everything's so different. But is it? No. What is happening is you're at a higher vibration. So when you're at a higher vibration, you're only going to notice the people on that higher vibration level with you. So when they went Saturday and got some good pastries and went over to the pottery fair, they just went with it. But they were on a high vibration because it's like, oh my God, there's a pottery fair and we can walk to it. Literally, it's 2 blocks from the house. That's so cool. And that was a high that they were on, was like, oh, wow, we got out at like 9:30 in the morning. Oh my God. So because they were on this high, everyone they met was on the same level. And the ones that weren't, they didn't notice all the other people because they weren't on their emotional level. So they ran in to artists that were just laughing and telling them stories. And it's because that's the vibration that they were on. So the artists, which was excited, because there was just so many people showing up to support them because of the whole 2020 and the COVID and everything. So the artists, the ones that were supposed to be on their level and talk to them and communicate, that's who they saw. That's who they talked to. They saw other ones, but they didn't necessarily engage with them. They just said hi and then that's it. See? And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's the kicker. You know, you guys are all about like, oh, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get in the flow? You can. Why can I stay there? You're not meant to stay in the higher vibrational level. If you were, you wouldn't choose to become human. And that's just that. Law of attraction. You came into this existence for everything you were supposed to get. And you all are on your path right now. No matter if you do not feel like you are, or if you feel that you are so lost that there's no way that you're on your path, I just want to let you know you are on your path. I will tell you the key thing here. Humans are very, very simple. You guys just make it complicated. The one thing that every human desires is unconditional love. That is what every human desires, is love. And if they're saying no, if that's you right now going, I don't really desire love, I'm okay with that, I would let you say, gladly would you sit with that and keep saying that you do not want unconditional love, and keep saying that out loud and see how your body reacts to it. Second, it's amazing how humans come together to complain. The more that you have, more people that coming together for complaining about something, the stronger pull you guys are creating. So let me give you an example. I'm going to go back to the workplace, okay? Let's say you go into work and, you're getting ready for the day and you're not feeling it. It's not going to be a good day. Well, because you're saying it's not going to be a good day, so you're basically law of attraction is going to give you that, because that is what you're desiring at that moment, okay? If you don't want that, don't desire that. It's actually that simple. You just have to train your thoughts to know when you're going, Abraham would say, up the stream, and when you are flowing down and just letting it be. So let's say you go to work and you have a coworker that starts making fun of another coworker. This happens a lot. So they come into the break room and they go, oh, she's getting on my nerves. I cannot stand her. You have a choice. One, you can choose not to engage. And that's hard sometimes. It really is. Because some people want to fit in. So they're like, oh, let me talk about this person because at least it's not me getting talked about. How do you know that? Just because they're not talking to you right now doesn't mean they're not talking back behind your back. Think about it. But anyways, so she brings up, let's just say Jasmine. Why not? So let's say she goes, oh, I hate Jasmine. I so hate her. She is such a snob. You have a choice to engage in this person's negativity about Jasmine, or you have a choice to change the subject or just not engage at all. Like, oh, that sucks. Okay? So let's say you choose to engage in her. You want to be liked. So you're going to go, oh, I know what you mean. She thinks she knows everything. So now you have two people in contrast about one person, Jasmine. Everybody can feel emotions, by the way. When you're sending out, the more people that are talking about one person at one given time, that one person, imagine being Jasmine if there was 10 people talking about her at the same time. Imagine how she would feel this, something doesn't feel right. Have you ever had that happen? I guarantee you guys have either A, been Jasmine in this story, or maybe perhaps been one of the coworkers that were talking about Jasmine. So contrast. Contrast is what's going on a lot. Not unconditional love. Contrast. So now we have two coworkers talking about Jasmine. So now another one comes in the break room and they overhear you talking about Jasmine. And now they're getting into it as well. So now you guys are just putting down this person for whatever reason, right? Do you feel any love in this situation? No. No. This is conditioned love. This is, oh God, please like me. Or this is, I hate this job so badly. Oh, let's talk negative. Okay, it's about Jasmine, so let's go with Jasmine today. It is kind of hard for you guys when you're in that moment to really realize what you're doing and what you are attracting to yourself. So, I would say to you, choose nothing. If you cannot choose a better feeling in this situation, then choose to be silent and not say anything at all. Because when you don't say anything to your friend, what do you think your friend's going to do? So let's play this out, right? She goes in, she's so stuck up, that Jasmine. And then all of a sudden, you say nothing. Do you think your friend's going to keep going? She could. But if you remain silent, eventually she's going to go either, what are you doing? Did you not listen to me? Are you not listening? And you go, I am listening. I just have nothing to say. And you shut it down. You shut down the contrast right there. Boom. So instead of two people talking about Jasmine and then a third one coming in, now you just have one person that started to talk about Jasmine, but then got nothing to say. Had to shut down the conversation. Where if you're Jasmine, you won't feel like, what's going on? Why do I feel like not good? So everyone has choices. I would say the best thing that you can do, and if you're questioning, like, is this the best choice for me, right? Because that happens a lot. Is this my path? Is this the best thing for me in this situation? It's as simple as closing your eyes and asking your higher heart, is this for my highest good? When you start to practice that, you will understand how easy you will be more aware of, like, oh, I'm off my emotional path here. I'm having not a good day. And it's perfectly okay. You're going to have those not good days. You're going to have those days where you choose to talk about Jasmine. You're going to have those days where you choose to dislike everything. And it's fine. We're still here sending you unconditional love, waiting for you to go, I'm ready to receive it. Right? Because we can give it to you all day long. Have you guys ever dated someone that you just gave them so much love, and all you wanted in return was them to love you, but yet they did not? Not in your way. Because your way was a conditioned love. I've done this for you. I've done that for you. I've done this for you. Why don't you love me? Break down that little sentence. Conditioned love. So then you would ask yourself, do you really love that person? Why does it have to be conditioned love? Why do you feel that you have to do everything for that person for them to love you? Everybody is a mirror to yourself. So if you take anything tonight, take this. If you are in front of someone and you instantly get angry at that person and you just feel it inside, ask yourself, what did they mirror to me that I do not like about myself? Because everybody is a mirror. It is never about the other person. It is always about you. That's why you're supposed to be selfish, because it's all about you. The love starts within you. So when you love yourself, then you can start to love others unconditionally and watch how the world changes. But really, it's not the world that changes, it's how you're viewing it. That's the big one. It's not the world that changes, it's how you view it. So, my sessions with her, we'll go over whatever we need to go over, but this introduction to me, JamiSo'mar, is basically, it is time to open up your heart, to go into your higher heart and become you. You are not meant to follow any crowds. You are meant to follow your own drum. And then when you follow your own beat, then you will see people that are like-minded, just like you, following their own beat. And then it's called a group of awakening conscious beings. That's where we're going. That is what's happening. Not everyone is going to be on that path. And that's okay, because they're doing their path. So if you're watching this video, I would ask, are you following your own beat? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say that you love yourself? Do you truly, unconditionally love yourself? Because a part of you does. There will always be the soul part that will always love you unconditionally. So the answer to that is yes. But do you want to feel better? And if your answer is yes, then I gave you some kind of exercises to start with. So I come from the heart because with her emotions, I called her a ninja of emotions. Meaning, you can't really tell what her emotions is. She keeps it very well hidden. She's done it her whole entire life. So I'm coming to her to help her let go. I'm coming to tell her it's time to lead with your heart and no longer with the anger or the frustration or the sadness that she once had. It is time. Also, one thing she's going to offer is if you guys want to do a one-on-one video chat with me, I'm here. So that's something she will offer as well. And like I said, I want you, if you choose to do a session, I want you to bring the rawest you. What does that mean? I want you not to sit here and think about what you're going to talk to me, but literally just do it. Just reach out and say, hey, I need to book a session with JamiSo'mar. And don't stop and think, what am I going to ask? How am I going to present myself? I need to present myself like I'm perfect, or she's going to know that I'm not perfect. I'm going to have to present myself like I love myself unconditionally. Don't do that. All that I ask is you be yourself. And we can break down whatever patterns or old beliefs that you have that maybe perhaps is stopping you from getting to your soul heart. And with that, that is how I'm going to end today. You are loved unconditionally and always. You are part of the void. That's what Abraham Hicks says. You are part of the void, and we are part of the void. And we are here to help. We do not judge. We do not do anything that's conditioned. We will help you in whatever way on your path that you are at this very moment. Just remember, don't beat yourself up. This session was not about beating anyone up. It's not about going and seeing, if you can't look in the mirror and say, I love me, and you just get frustrated. That's not what we want at all. That's the opposite. What we want is you to look in the mirror and go, I can't say that, but I can work on it. Because that's what humans are, right? A working process. A work in process. Yes. So she's becoming more emotional as she's almost tearing up again. I think that's the second or third time. This is someone that's not very emotional when it comes to crying. She actually always thought it was weakness, believe it or not. It's not weakness. Far from it. It's just her taking the moment to realize how much she has truly loved herself and how much of it is she willing to let go to have the perfect life. Your life is what you created. And I'll repeat this. Your life is what you create. You are the only one responsible for what's going on in your life and what's about ready to go on. You are the law of attraction. It starts with you. So please, be selfish. Be the most selfish person you know. And hopefully we know what we're trying to say with that word. As some of you are probably like, well, I don't know. I was raised like, you can't be selfish. No, that's not good. And I would say, why not? Why not? Right? So as you do these exercises, if you choose to, you're going to have some things come up. These are old patterns that you were taught by somebody. Just like the one I just used. Selfish. Can't have. No. I have to help as many people as possible. I have to. And then we would go, okay. Can you tell us why? It's just what I have to do. Okay. Where is that coming from? It's not right to be selfish. If I had only $5 to my name and I wanted, I don't know, a taco, why not? It's May 5th, right? I want a taco, but here's somebody that's having a hard time that has no money. Why wouldn't I give that $5 to them instead of me buying a taco that I really want? Like, ooh, that sounds like a really good question. That sounds like, whoa, hold up. Yeah, I'm going to have to give that $5 to that person in need. I do not need a taco. And then watch what happens. I don't need to wait that taco is going to bring on. Can you imagine the hips? I'd rather not have a $5 taco. But did you realize that we never actually answered the question? You see? See what happened? Your mind, your outer ego, as Seth would say, is tricking you. It cannot answer that question. So therefore, it's guilt tripping you. And that's exactly what we just gave you an example of. How many times have you guilt tripped yourself? How did you feel after you gave that $5 away? I bet you weren't happy. I bet you probably wanted that taco. Like, oh, I really want that taco. That sucks. Maybe some other day. What if that day doesn't come? You living in the moment, going with the flow, because no one is promised tomorrow. And that's where we will end. Live in the moment, go with the flow, because no one is promised tomorrow. Even has a rhyme to it. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this has helped. And like I said, if you want to do a session, a one-on-one session, you just reach out to Kelly through email or Facebook, whatever, and then she'll let it happen. Thank you guys.